Hello children. So today I came to you with a new and a different topic, especially your interesting one, that is our freedom fighters. You like all the freedom fighters now? Among all these, who knows you very much? Very good, Mahatma Gandhi. Now, shall we discuss about Mahatma Gandhi today? Very interesting to you all? Very nice. So now see, today a letter from prison. Prison means you know? Yes, jail. So Gandhi was in jail for some months, days and months like so. At that time he wrote a letter to his son, So what is that? We can take it. So what is the prison? Prison means it is a jail. Prison means jail. So from the jail, when he was in jail for the part of India independence movement, so he wrote a letter to his son. So what did he write? What is that in that? We can see. But before going to that, first we should know about Mahatma Gandhi. Na? So see this. Have you ever read or heard the biography of Mahatma Gandhi? You didn't read, but you heard about Mahatma Gandhi. Do you know what is the most important lesson that Gandhiji taught to the people of our nation? So what is the most important lesson he taught? Yes, non-violence. Non-violence. Should not do any harm to the others. No violence to the others. Right, ma? So Mahatma Gandhi was a great leader, yes of course, who led India's independence movement. Yes, he led India's independence movement. Na? So, of course, he is a great leader for almost from 1920 to 1947 till we get independence. He only the main person to lead our total nation. So many other people are there, but he is a main leader. Like that, he led our India independence movement. Okay, children. Now, see this one. What is his full name? M.K. Gandhi means Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. What is that? Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. When was he born? Yes, he was born on 2nd October. Year can you remember? Very good. 1869. He was born on 2nd October and 1869. So Gandhiji born on 2nd October. 2nd October. When is it, ma? 1869. 1869. And was a great Indian leader who led India's independence movement. He adopted non-violence as an effective means to resist the British and also pioneered the civil disobedience movement. Continue in a good manner. So that is civil disobedience movement. Civil disobedience movement means Uppu Satyagraha. When they impose some taxes on the salt, then in 1921 they started civil disobedience movement. So we don't believe we never accept your rules and regulations what you pass. So that they started. And he was imprisoned many times for taking an active role in the freedom movement. Yes, in those days, freedom movement who participated, for all of them they sentenced, they was imprisoned. So they arrested and kept them in the jail, and so many punishments they have given. So our Mahatma Gandhi also kept in the jail for many times. He was arrested. So what happened when he was in the jail? So once we can see Mohan Gandhi wrote this letter to his son. What is his son name? Manilal. So what is his son name? Manilal. How many sons he had, children? 4 children. So Mahatma Gandhi has 4 children. 4 members. Who are those? Harilal. Who are those? Harilal and Manilal, and Ramdas and Devdas. Ramdas and Devdas. So like this total 4 children Gandhiji had. Mahatma Gandhi had 4 children. So Harilal, Manilal, Ramdas and Devdas. So to whom the Gandhi wrote a letter, this one? To Manilal. So from where did he write? From the prison. Who wrote? Mahatma Gandhi. So it was written by hand written only, with purple indelible ink pencil, indelible ink pencil, indelible purple color, and that too it is indelible. Indelible means what, ma? Which cannot be removed. Indelible pencil means nowadays what we are using, permanent marker or pen. If we write, can we remove it? No. So indelible means cannot be removed. Cannot be removed. So whatever he had written, no one can remove it. No one can spoil it. So that with that he wrote. Which color was it? Purple color. And on both sides of 5 long cream colored foolscap sheets of prison stationery, and is in English. Though he would normally address his letters to Mahatma in addresses to Manilal in Gujarati. So Gandhiji from Gujarat, na? So generally he writes letters and he addresses Manilal also with Gujarati only, in Gujarati only. But this time he wrote in English, and that too full scale papers means like this, full paper, 5 papers he wrote, and that is almost brown color, and that too that is stationery, that is jail stationery, it is prison stationery. So when did he write? March 25th, 1909. So before that he was one of the participants actually at that time. So at that time he was arrested, and he wrote a letter to his son March 25th, 1909. Okay, ma. What did he write? My dear son, his son only, na? My dear son, I have right to write 1 letter per month and receive also 1 letter per month. So, my dear son, in the jail there are so many restrictions. They gave permission to write 1 letter and to receive 1 letter per month. So, that he said, I have right to write 1 letter and receive 1 letter per month. So, it became a question with me as to who I should write to. So, 1 letter only per month means I got a doubt, I got a question in my mind. To whom can I write the letter? Whom can I write the letter? So, I thought of Mr. Rich. Mr. Rich. This person is the editor of Indian Opinion. The editor of Indian Opinion. That means a newspaper. So, in those days, so to that person, or Mr. Pollock and you. So, out of these 3, to whom I can write the letter? I chose you because you have been nearest to my thoughts in all my reading. So, I have read something. So, in all these, I thought you are the nearest to me. Who here? His son Manilal. So, you are the nearest to me. That's why I chose to write a letter to you. Who chose to write a letter? Mahatma Gandhi. To whom the Mahatma Gandhi choose to write a letter? Yes, Manilal, his son. Okay, ma. So, I hope Ramdas and Devdas are keeping well, learning their lessons and not causing any worry. So, I hope, remaining to our younger children, so I hope Ramdas and Devdas are keeping well, doing everything well and learning their lessons. So, they are learning their lessons and not causing worry at all, no any worry. So I hope so they are not creating any problem to you and they are studying well and properly. That he said. And has Ramdas got rid of his cough? So while I was coming to jail, Ramdas was affected with a cough. He has health issue. Now was he get rid of? So he was cured from that? That he asked. So, and now about yourself. So, first he asked about younger children and then asked about this person. Who is that? Manilal. About yourself. How are you? So, how are you first? Although I think that you are well, able to bear all the burden I have placed on your shoulders, and that you are doing it quite cheerfully, I have often felt that you required greater personal guidance than I have been able to give you. Yes. So, although I think that you are well able to bear all the burden, so I know that you are able to bear any kind of burden. Burden means load. Load means not only luggage here. To look after all the family members. When Gandhi went to jail, then who is there? The son only should look after. So that's why burden means here we should take it load. So responsibility, load of responsibilities. Okay, ma. So burden I have placed on your shoulders. So that my responsibilities, everything I have given to you. So I know that you can manage, but I have given. And that you are doing it quite cheerfully. So that whatever the responsibility I gave to you, you are doing it very quiet and cheerfully, happily, properly you are managing. I hope so. That he said. And I have often felt that you required greater personal guidance. So at the same time, I always feel like that you need a greater personal guidance than I have been able to give you. I am giving some guidance, but more than that, it's required to you guidance. I also know that you have sometimes felt that your education was being neglected. Even I also know that because of these responsibilities, because of this work, your education was completely neglected and disturbed. You feel about that. I know that one also. So that he said. And then I have read a great deal in the prison. So great deal, great books, famous books I have read in the prison. I have been reading Emerson, so the authors' names. I have been reading Emerson, Ruskin, and Majni. So I have read a number of books from these people. Who are those? Emerson, Ruskin, and Majni. So all these people's writing I am reading. But I have also been reading the Upanishads. That is the Sanskrit we have the Sanskritam Upanishads. So those also I am reading. And all confirm the view that education does not mean a knowledge of letters, but it means character building. So all confirm. Confirm means to affirm. To affirm. Confirm means to affirm. So AFFIRM, to affirm. Give the confirmation, guidance about it. So all the things, Upanishads I have read and great books I have read. From all of those, what did I understand means the view that education does not mean a knowledge of letters. So from the letters, from the books only do we learn knowledge means that's not at all correct. That kind of education is not correct. But it means character building. So what is education? Education means gaining the knowledge only from the books means not only that but character building. So how to behave with others, how do you solve the problems in your life, how to mold yourself, self motivate yourself. So those are our that is our education, that Gandhiji said. And it means a knowledge of duty. So what is the meaning of that? Knowledge of duty. Knowledge, not knowledge of letters, it is knowledge of duty. So it's compulsory, we should learn. Our own means here what their language? Gujarati. Our own word, that is Gujarati word, literally means training. Literally means training. So How can we learn all these? By training ourselves only we can learn it. Okay, ma. So if this is the true view, and it is to my mind the only true view, and it is to my mind the only true view, you are receiving the best education training possible. So what from the Upanishads and from the books, what I understood, that view is correct means, then in my view, so what I am giving the education, that is 100% correct only. So you are receiving the best education training possible. So not only to read and leave that for the examination point of view, you are learning, and you are learning from the society. You are, by taking the responsibility of the family, you are learning practically. So in that way, if that view is correct, yes, what you are doing now, that is 100% proper training you are taking. So what can be better than that? You should have the opportunity of nursing mother and cheerfully bearing her ill temper, or than looking after Chachi and anticipating her wants and behaving to her so as not to make her feel the absence of Harilal, or again being guardian to Ramdas and Devdas. So see this, in this he has explained. So in the big sentence he has explained to children, see this how it was. What can be better than? So any better than, what is that? That you should have the opportunity of nursing mother. So anything do you get better than this? The first and foremost one is nursing your mother. Nursing means caring for sick. So nursing means caring for sick. So that means his mother is not good. So some health issue is there. So Mahatma Gandhi is in the prison. So who should look after? Yes, nothing but our Gandhi, Manilal only. And nursing mother, so should look after your mother, sick mother, and cheerfully bearing her ill temper. Cheerfully bearing her ill temper. Ill temper means what, ma? Ill temper means anger. So anger, she has some health issue. At the same time, for her age or for health issue, she shows some anger. That is also you should bear it, na? So bearing her ill temper cheerfully, with a smile you are bearing your mother's anger, and or than looking after Chachi and anticipating her wants. Looking after Chachi, looking after your Chachi and anticipating her wants. Anticipating means guessing. So what is she going to ask? Anticipating, Anticipating. Anticipating means guessing what she is going to ask. So your Chachi, grandma, like this. So what she is going to ask you, that you guess, and wants, and behaving to her. So as not to make her feel the absence of Harilal. So your Chachi is very much affectionate with Harilal. So she should not feel about Harilal absence. So that's why whatever she wants, before only you are trying. So your Chachi wants something, you guess before she asks, and you try to feel her happy, because even in the absence of Harilal, or again being a guardian to Ramdas and Devdas. So again, one side you are looking after your mom and bearing all your mom's anger. And one side your Chachi, what is she expecting, guessing, what she wants, that you are guessing and you are providing, and you never make her to feel absence of Harilal. And another side you are taking care, you became guardian of remaining two brothers, that is Ramdas and Devdas. So what can be better than all these? So all are very good things, and good knowledge you are gaining, good training you are taking. If you succeed in doing this well, you have received more than half your education. Yes, this is real education. If you succeed in managing all these, you have received more than half of the education. So you are training yourselves in this. So if you have succeeded 100%, you are well only. More than half of the education you will learn. So that he said. And then I was much struck by on one passage in Nathuramji's introduction to Upanishads. I was much struck. Struck means, here we can take it, greatly affected. Struck means think about more, think about that more. So greatly affected, greatly affected. So one word, with that I was much affected. I started to think much about it. That where is it? Nathuramji's introduction to Upanishads. So Nathuramji, he wrote introduction to Upanishads. So in that I struck by what is that? He says that the Brahmacharya stage, he states that Brahmacharya stage, that is the first stage, is like the last stage. Brahmacharya, without marriage, okay, or else without any family members like this. So is like the last, that is the sannyasin stage or monk stage, we call it. Sannyasin stage or monk stage. That means leave all the things, leave all the responsibilities. So always think about the God and people like this. So not of family responsibilities, never struck to them. So that we should, we call it Brahmacharya stage in the starting. Up to 5 years it's a children, no marriage in 20-25. So those are also Brahmacharya. And after in the childhood, old age also we can take. But here monk stage. Monk stage means sannyasin, that is leaving all the responsibilities. So they always do the God's work, God help in the temples or else some other places. So and they do the work, devotees like that. And this is true. So what he said, that is true. Amusement only continues during the age of innocence. Yes, amusement, happiness, it continues only during the age of innocence. So when we don't know anything, then we can enjoy everything. But if we start to think negative like this means, can we enjoy each and everything? Not at all. So that is up to 12 years only. Yes, up to 12 years, no jealousy, no cruelty, then we can enjoy that life. As soon as a boy reaches the age of discretion, he is taught to realize his responsibilities. So as soon as he reaches the age of discretion, discretion means the freedom to decide what should be done in a particular situation. So freedom to decide what should be done in a particular situation. So discretion, discretion. Discretion means what, ma? A particular the freedom to decide. The freedom to decide. The freedom to decide. So for the particular situation, in any situation, if we get the freedom to decide our responsibility, so up to that we are very enjoyed. But once if that kind of work, if we get it, should decide it, then responsibilities we get it. Okay, so discretion, he is taught to realize his responsibilities. Yes, once if we come to the 13th teenage, yes, this is your responsibility, don't you know this one, you should behave like this, you should do like this, everyone suggests, na? Yes. And every boy from such age onward should practice continence in thought and deed. So from that age, every boy should practice continence. Continence means self-restraint. What is that? Continence. C-O-N-T-I-N-A-N-C. Continence means self-restraint. Continence means self-restraint. Self-restraint. So from that age, everyone should maintain, should practice continence in thought and deed. So in their works and deeds means actions. So in their thinking and actions both, they should be self-restrained. So should think of themselves and decide it. Okay, children. And this should not be an irksome learning and practice, but it should be natural to him. It should not be an irksome learning. So irksome means what? Irritating. So irksome means IRKXOME. Irksome means irritating. So it should not be irritating to them while learning. Irritating. Irksome means irritating. So it should not be irritating while learning and practice, but it should be natural to him. So naturally, while enjoying our life, if we get it, we can enjoy that. But particularly irritating way means, do we like to learn? Do we show interest to learn? Never at all. So it should be his enjoyment. So how it should be? Whatever the responsibilities, whatever we do, whether right or wrong, with enjoyment we should do, with happily we should do. So after completion of this, if it is a wrong, you should realize, you should learn from it. So that he said. Let me tell you that when I was younger than you are, my keenest enjoyment was to nurse my father. Yes, for your age, younger than your age, in those days, that means when I was young, childhood, at that time, my keenest enjoyment was to nurse my father, to look after my father. Of amusement, after I was 12, I had little or none. So amusement after 12. Up to 12 years, I have very much entertainment and enjoyed everything. But after 12 years, very little or almost nothing. No, not at all. No entertainment, no enjoyment at all. So if you practice the three virtues, virtues mean good qualities. Virtues means good qualities. VIRTUES. Virtues means good qualities, Nana. So whatever the main three qualities, if you follow main three qualities, practice the three qualities, if they become part of your life, so far as I am concerned, you will have completed your education, training, armed with them. Believe me, you will earn your bread in any part of the world, and you will have paved the way to acquire true knowledge of the soul, yourself and God. So he has given the ultimate one to his son, that is three virtues, three good qualities you should follow. So those three good qualities, they become part of your life. So if those three good qualities become part of your life, that means for every work you should think in that way. So far as I am concerned, you will have completed your education training. So if these three good qualities are as part of your life, by completing your education training, then armed with them. So if you have, those are your powers. Armed with means those three good qualities are your powers. Believe me that you will earn bread in any part of the world. Your own bread means your own food in any part of the world. No doubt at all. You only can earn your own food. So no need to depend on the others. And you will have paved the way to acquire true knowledge of the soul. So you have paved, so created the way, that is to go there, the way you have created, so that you did it. And that acquire means to gain. Acquire means, here I am writing acquire means to gain. Acquire means to gain. So you can gain that knowledge. So paved the way to acquire true knowledge of the soul. So real knowledge of the soul, that you can gain it. So yourself and God. So you know about yourself and God also, what is real truth, real life, you can understand, you will get. So this does not mean that you should not receive instructions in letters. So that means it is not at all, you should not receive instructions in letters. That is not the meaning I am giving. You should not receive. You can, that you should and you are doing. So not from the letters, that is you should and you are doing. So from this you try to learn it. But it is a thing over which you need no fret yourself. But it is a thing over which you need no fret. Fret means no need to worry yourself. Fret means F-R-E-T. Fret means no worry. So no need to worry yourself. No need to fret yourself. And you have plenty of time for, and after all, you are to receive such instruction in order that your training may be of use to others. So here, whatever I am telling, that is, you have plenty of time, good time you have now. And after all, you are to receive such instruction. So that instruction, how to behave, all these, in order that your training may be of use to others. So whatever the training you are getting, now you are gaining, that is maybe of for the others to look after, to see them. So that the training definitely will be useful to you. Okay. So remember please that henceforth our lot is poverty. Remember that our henceforth means hereafter. Henceforth, Henceforth. Henceforth means hereafter. So remember this, from hereafter our main problem is poverty. So that is henceforth our lot is poverty. Our main problem, big thing is nothing but poverty. Poverty means lack of money, lack of food, minimum needs. So the more I think of it is, the more I feel that it is more blessed to be poor than to be rich. So the more I think, whenever I think about it more and more, so the more I feel that it is more blessed to the poor. So whenever I think more and more, at last I feel that it should be blessed to the poor than to the rich people. So this education, if they learn it, yes, everywhere they can earn their food and food. So that is the poor people, if they learn like this, if they get this one, I feel so happy. So I am expecting, compared to rich people, they should learn the education, and in the part of the world anywhere they can earn their food. So that we get. Yes, minimum needs, minimum things if you are getting, poverty is removed. Right. So that's why he expected that. The uses of poverty are far sweeter than those of riches. So the uses of poverty, yes, poverty, no, lack of money, lack of minimum needs means far sweeter. So long distance, to see sweet we feel it, but can we enjoy? No. Than those of riches. So compared to riches, those are very far away. That's why the people should learn. This is knowledge, practical training of knowledge, education. And now again yourself. So all these he said about the Upanishads, what he said, all the people how it should be, and you also doing this training that he said. So now again yourself, do give ample work to gardening and actual digging, etc. So give work to ample gardening. Ample work means do give enough work. Ample work means enough work. A-M-P-L-E. Ample means enough work. So enough work means you have very good talent, you have, but you are not giving that much of work to your brain. You are not doing that much of work to with your body. So that work you give it to your brain and body. And actual digging, etc. So what you have the talent, yes, get it out. We have to live upon it in the future. We have to live it upon future, in the future. And you should be the expert gardener of the family. Yes. So should look after. So garden anywhere any problem is happened means gardener only should look after. Na? The same way you are the gardener to our family. You only should look after without getting any kind of problems to them. Keep your tools in their respective places and absolutely clean. So keep your tools, whatever the arms powers you have. So respective places and absolutely clean. Always very pleasant and clear. In your lessons, you should give a great deal of attention to mathematics and Sanskrit. So in your lessons, so one side you are going education lessons you are learning. So in that, give maximum importance to mathematics and Sanskrit. So the latter is absolutely necessary for you. Latter means the second one. That is absolutely necessary for you. What is that? Sanskrit is absolutely necessary for you. Both these studies are difficult in afterlife. So now if you don't learn it, these two are very difficult in afterlife, next life. I mean next life means in future. So you will not neglect your music. So already you are interested in music, na? That's why that is also you should not neglect, you should manage all. You should make a selection of all good passages, hymns and verses, whether in English, Gujarati or Hindi, and write them out in your best hand in a book. So maintain one handbook. So in that, so while you are reading any books, at that time very good passages which are very beautiful meaning. Hymns means songs, and verses, poems, and whether those are in English or Gujarati, any language whatever preparing, if those are very valuable, meaningful means write them in the handbook. And the collection at the end of the year will be most valuable. So whatever the important and messages that you write in that book, those are nothing but very valuable in the end of the year. And all these things you can easily do if you are methodical. So all these things, if you stick to that and if you plan for this, definitely you can manage all the things. Never get agitated and think you have too much to do and then worry over what to do fast. So never get agitated. Agitated means confused. If you get confusion, can you do any kind of work? No. Never get confused, never get angry and think you have too much to do. And whatever the work you should do, think it, but not too much. And then worry over what to do fast. So if you confuse about it, or else if you think too much of it, and then later you feel about it and you worry about it. So what to do first and what to do next. That's why don't worry, don't think too much. One by one planned you do it. Don't confuse at all first of all. Don't get irritation or anger at all first. This you will find out in practice if you are patient and take care of your minutes. So this you should find it. Suppose if you are patient, yes, you should take care of yourself. If you are good, others who are there, you should look after them. So I hope you are keeping an accurate account as it should be kept of every penny spent for the household. So I hope you are keeping an accurate account. Accurate account means very proper account you are maintaining. It should be kept of every penny spent. Every penny, single pice, whatever you spent for the household. You should maintain the proper accounts. So everything you should write it, even a single penny, that means a single pice also, whatever you use for the household, you spent for the household, write in the book, maintain a ledger book. And now I close with love to all and kisses to Ramdas, Devadas and Rami from Gandhi, that is your father.